Hi guys, Martin here with another roundup of all the latest racing game news straight from the Team BBV website. There's been a lot of talk lately about Codemasters, who have released a brand new racing game. But it's probably not quite what you're expecting. No, it's not Dirt, but actually a free-to-play mobile racer called Drive USA, built on a similar endless runner concept as Temple Run. Currently it's only out on the Singapore iTunes store. It's certainly an interesting diversion for Codemasters, although mobile runner racing games have been done before, such as Traffic Racer and Redline Rush. Of course, what we were really expecting was the announcement of Dirt 4, which must now be imminent judging from all the hints we've been getting lately. They've all been pointing towards Dirt 4 being a back to the roots pure rally game again, which is of course what everyone really wants. But Codemasters have also implied that multiple rally games are possibly in development as well. This could be anything really. Alongside Dirt 4 there could be another spin-off title like Showdown, or possibly even another mobile port like the recent Colin McRae rally game. Many of you have been asking for news on Drive Club, but the fact is the developers have been keeping very quiet since it was delayed, which is becoming concerning when the game is scheduled to be released early this year. A new video show reel, however, uploaded by one of the graphic designers at Evolution, may have revealed some of the surprise announcements the developer had in store. Chief among which is the apparent licensing of Ferrari and Lamborghini spotted in a showcase of what appears to be the user interface, which I think is looking pretty slick at the moment, if a tad too Windows 8, if it turns out to be final. There's also mentions of a replay mode and also a photo mode. Bear in mind though that this is all speculation at the moment until we get official confirmation from Sony. It's looking like it won't be long until we find out though, as Drive Club has recently given an ESRB rating, suggesting that the PS4's premier racer is gearing up for launch soon. Gran Turismo 6 has been given its latest update, and with it comes the unique opportunity to drive the Toyota FT1 concept car, merely a few days after it was unveiled at the North American International Auto Show. Apparently it was designed in collaboration with Polyphony Digital, but surprisingly it's not part of Vision GT. I think it looks absolutely fabulous personally, but no wonder considering it's described by Toyota as a spiritual successor to the iconic 2000 GT. More information on the car itself can be found in the link below, along with a video trailer and accompanying screenshots. That wasn't all though. The patch also finally updated the recently added BMW M4, which now sports a fully modelled interior. Turns out GT6 wasn't the only game to receive new car content though. Forza 5 got its first car DLC pack. This one's called the IGN pack, which added an array of road and racing cars, and as usual there's a good mix between classic and contemporary cars, including the feisty Caterham R500, the timeless Ferrari 250 GT, the stealthy Lamborghini Reventon, and the game debut of the puny yet powerful Mercedes-Benz A45, just to name a few. You can see them all at the link below, and be sure to let us know which car you want to drive the most. Now, last week we reported on the LaFerrari set to appear in Assetto Corsa. Here we can see it in some new behind the scenes developer shots looking at the game model for the first time. No doubt it will be on a similar part of Forza 5's intricately detailed model. But now there's been another major car announcement for Assetto Corsa, the mighty McLaren P1. It's unclear though if it will be part of the initial car lineup or even released as DLC. But what this means is that Assetto Corsa will be the first PC racing simulation to feature two of the most recently publicised hypercars. Meanwhile, Alan's been putting Assetto Corsa through its paces in what is the start of our upcoming PC coverage. You can watch his video in full in the link below. Project Cars has also added a new car, the ultra-rare Pagani Zonda Cinque. We saw some scarily photorealistic screenshots last week, and we have yet more this week, courtesy of the latest community gallery. The 77th, in fact, I believe. Project Cars also had a surprise showing at CES, where it was demonstrating gaming in 4K resolution, which really is a testament to the quality of the visuals that they can stand such scrutiny. Project Cars may be very good at posing for photos, but all of this will be for nothing if it didn't look good in motion as well. To find out, Alan took the latest version for a spin in his first run in Project Cars for over a year on his new PC. Thankfully, it's safe to say that it still looks breathtakingly beautiful on all levels. The handling does still need some refinement, however, as he found out, but don't forget it's still not out until towards the end of this year, so it's still at a relatively early development stage. Still on the subject of new cars and games, iRacing has released a preview of one of theirs, the Super Late Model Stock Car. It's due out later this year and is based on the same stock car that competes in the American Pro All-Star Series. This leads us very nicely on to NASCAR 14 from Eutechnyx. It's now had a release date. It's due out in America on February 18th, but unlike past NASCAR games, it will actually be released relatively on time in Europe, sometime in March. We've got the first screenshots and trailer available to view on the site. But as you'd expect, all the cars and tracks in this year's championship will feature, and there's also the return of the highlights mode, looking back at memorable NASCAR moments. It will also have something called a career mode. If you're a Brit though, with very limited knowledge on NASCAR like me, you might want to familiarise yourself with this chap. This is the 3 times NASCAR champion Tony Stewart, and he's the cover star of NASCAR 14. Being the biggest sport in America, this is hugely significant, you see. In fact, over 70,000 fans voted for him to appear on the box art. I guess it's a bit like the equivalent to deciding which footballer stars on the cover of FIFA every year over here. We here at VVV have a soft spot for indie games, and I would definitely like to cover some more on the site and channel. There's certainly a few driving games on the market there. One of which is Road Redemption, a spiritual successor to the brutal Road Rash bike combat series due later this year. We've not really seen very much of it lately, but we've now got a brand new trailer showing off the progress of the alpha. It follows a very similar concept really to Road Rash, allowing you to bash bikers over the head with a baseball bat whilst weaving through traffic. You can't really go wrong with that. Another is Distance from Refract Studios, a kind of pretty looking troll-inspired survival racing game in which you guide your vehicle through the city. It was originally only set to be released on PC, Mac and Linux, but developer Refract Studios has expressed possible interest in releasing it on the next-gen consoles, which actually would make sense really, since Sony and Microsoft love to remind us how much they want to embrace the indie community. I certainly wouldn't say no, but do let us know what you think. That's it for now, but I'll be back next time with another roundup. As ever, you can visit teamvvv.com for all the latest racing game news, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.